Hey guys, Steve here from Top Guns out of Terre Haute, Indiana. Today we're going to spend just a few minutes talking about how I pick a holster. You know, one of the things that I look for when I'm choosing a holster is I want a holster that allows me to access it easily and quickly. Two, I like for something that is a little more on the discreet side, so that kind of rules out a lot of the outside the waistband holsters for me. I tend to lean a little more towards an inside the waistband. All right guys, number three, certainly the holster does have to completely cover and protect the trigger and trigger guard. Fourth, it has to have great retention, so if I do happen to get in a physical confrontation or if I'm running, I don't want that thing flopping out. And fifth, I look for a holster that allows me to deploy it quickly. Now what I mean by that is that I can take the entire holster and put it on quickly and take the entire holster and take it off quickly. And sixth, another potential feature that I look for in a holster is if I have the ability to move it or change its position easily and quickly, that's certainly another benefit that is not necessarily a requirement. So when we talk about quick and easy access, essentially what I'm talking about is the ability to get to your firearm quickly, easily, discreetly. If I have a firearm that is in, for me, I carry kidney carry. So if I'm able to get to it without pulling my shirt up too far because I'm carrying it outside the waistband and I have to get up higher, or because of the fact that it's on my waist versus on my ankle, you need to take those things into consideration. I also mentioned that it was important that I was able to get to my firearm discreetly. The kidney carry does allow me to, A, get my firearm to where I can protect it and get it as far away from a potential threat as possible. So by blading out away from my threat, I have as much space as I can between my firearm and them. It also allows me to come up and get to it also while still keeping somewhat of a barrier here. So I like that as well. I can also be standing there in a non-threatening fashion with my firearm or my hand on my firearm. The next criteria that we look for in a good quality holster, and quite frankly might be the most important, is that it has to completely cover the trigger and trigger guard so that nothing can slip in there and accidentally pull the trigger. And that could be anything from a pen or a pencil to a strap on a jacket, anything of that nature. Another added benefit, if it's able to do it, is that it might also protect your firearm from sweat if it has a sweat guard that goes up on the side. I did talk a little bit about good retention. You know, I like something where it snaps in, where it's a very positive snap. That's always good because you don't want that thing falling out when you're basically, if you're running, not even in an emergency, you may just be running for whatever reason, or you're in a situation where you've fallen to the ground, or maybe you've gotten in a physical confrontation with somebody. You don't want your firearm coming out under any circumstances. Why is it important that we're able to get our holster on and off quickly? Well, the reason that's important is because you never know when you're going to get a knock in the middle of the night, or you're in your vehicle and you need to get that holster along with the firearm basically deployed on your body relatively fast. Something with one clip that still is secure, I find to work a little better. I happen to like this because I can actually get this on in a little under 2 seconds. So that for me is pretty quick. So I mentioned that it was good that it's able to be deployed quickly, meaning the holster can be put on. But it's also very important that we can change its position easily. And that's rather hard to do with a lot of the holsters that are on the market. Now, why would we need to change position? Now for me, I carry kidney carry most often. However, there are situations where that's not the best place. So for instance, if I'm in a venue that's very crowded and I can't prevent people from being at my back, I don't want them having that quick of access, and I'm certainly not going to walk around with my hand back there the whole time. So in that case, I can basically just take that thing, scoot it around to my appendix carry, and I'm good to go. Again, that's not my first choice. That's not where I like to carry it, but a lot of guys do carry that as their primary carry. Hopefully these tips help you choose a holster. If you've got anything you'd like to add to the list, please post down below. Thanks, take care.